what was your pre-open marketing strategy? Did you use mostly like social media, or did you also use offline marketing to get your studio out there?
So we did a little bit of both. I have to say, going on the F45 training course in LA, it blew my mind. You know, I just came away and I genuinely, not that I felt that I was, you know, super prepared I could take on the world, but I did in a way as well. I knew there's obviously other work to do, but I came away with such amazing confidence and conviction about the company, and about what, you know, that sharing of like best ideas and best practice. You know, it's sort of what I alluded to before, you know, opening your own thing completely on your own, I think would be so daunting and overwhelming. Whereas, you know, it really is a global family. And that's the one thing that I found from my very first dealings with anything to do with F45 all the way through to now, is that we do look out for each other and we really support each other. So from going on the training course, I came away with like notebooks filled reams of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? So I did that in April. And we didn't open obviously till the January. So in terms of marketing, we had sort of two different angles. One thing that which was a great lead, I guess, generator for us, was there was a huge triathlon and sports and fitness show down where we lived. So I got a friend to help me make a database where we were able to collect people's data and offer them a trial at that time. Obviously, we didn't exactly have our opening date because we were still building, but it allowed us to just access from there. So we did 3 days. It's like web page where we were able to collect data, talk to them about the 2-week trial, and then from there it just gave us that instant access database to start working through before we opened. So that really helped. And then we also started in social media and Instagram, Facebook marketing, just to raise awareness, because at the time when we opened, sort of 2017 to 18, there was only Tottenham Court Road and Kingston open in the UK at that time. So although, because we were living and breathing F45 and it's such a big global thing, it felt huge. Loads of people were like, oh, I'm still not totally aware of what F45 is. So there's a lot of, I guess, brand awareness in that initial period. Our location really helped. You know, while we were opening, we made sure we had huge billboards wrapped around the building with contact details, being able to access the 2-week trial. We offered the 2-week trial for free initially, because it was just an easy way of getting people in. So what really was incredible, and I look back now and think, well, we actually did really, not knowing what we were doing, obviously well supported, we did a really good job on our launch day. We had 4 back-to-back full classes, and we actually got to the phase, we had so many people signed up to do the 2-week trial, we had to put them in blocks. So we had to say, do you want to come the first 2 weeks? Do you want to come the second 2 weeks? Do you want to come the third week? So we had a 6-week period where the studio was completely full, which was, you know, at that time, it was just brilliant. Opening in January as well, I think, you know, it just happened that was when we were able to open. Ideally, we would have opened in December, but everything hadn't quite worked out at that stage. But actually, January is such a great time as well, because people are back on the health and fitness wagon, and it was new year and new start, and, you know, all those sorts of things. But I think, you know, like getting yourself out there. Nowadays, mostly our marketing is mainly, you know, on Facebook and Instagram, and we still, the 2-week trial, or however you do it, if you do it as a week free, or you do a 2-week free or reduced price, it's just hooks people into F45. They've not experienced the atmosphere before, you know, they've not experienced the I guess the dedication of the coaches, that one-to-one, the lovely energy in the studio, and it reels people in. It makes such a difference, you know.